Hello, Virgo. Thank you very much for tuning in to this week's read. For the main part of the read, I'm using the Star Tarot by Kathy McLeland. There's a website at the top here at kathymcleland.com if you're interested to find her stuff, Kathy's stuff. The supportive oracle cards are Wisdom of the Hidden Realms Oracle cards by Colette Baron-Reed. There's a couple websites for Colette. There's a picture of Colette, of course, and there's a couple websites. Feel free to freeze frame if you want to check any of that out. There's also one for the illustrator, which is, let's see if I can butcher this name properly today, Jenna Della Grattaglia. Della Grattaglia? There's the spelling, that way you can find their stuff if you want to. There's also a bunch of websites down here. Feel free to freeze frame on that if you want it, of course. Okay. What do we have for Virgo? There's a lot of good energies. Okay. First card out, the Lovers. So I don't usually do well, I mean, it could have a love aspect, but I usually don't do a lot of love readings. Not on the channel anyway. So let's see what's coming. You got a lot of good energy though. Paying attention, boundaries. Well, this works for Virgo. You got the boundaries, the Metal King. I got the dice. Let's just use the dice and figure out what's going on with the Metal King. Ace of what? Ace of Air, Ace of Swords, and the Death card. Okay. This might be a whole new thing coming in. Okay, so there's more. It's like a lot coming in all at once. I feel like I'm just slammed into something really fast. I don't think it's bad, but I just feel like it's jarring. Definitely jarring. Just boom, all of a sudden, here it is, boom. It's almost like if this is a work thing, you're getting more in a good way, but it's just thrown on you real quick. It's almost like getting a promotion, and then they're and it starts in 5 minutes. Good luck. And you're like, what? It's that fast. It's kind of oh, no, I want that. Yup, okay. And then you just go forward. It's jarring. Virgo likes to figure things out and work into it and ease into it, but still, you'll take the bonus forward. You're very well liked. People are just assuming things for you. Assuming what? You got this Ace of Cups, right? But this is the challenge card. They just feel like you're just gonna go along with whatever it is. It's a little bit I feel like somebody is just assuming you can handle whatever they throw at you. And you are pretty awesome, but it's kind of you have your way. The reason you can handle things and the reason you're good at things is because you allow time to get used to things. You learn things. You fold it in correctly, and you apply it where necessary. You don't usually... Virgo's not the type to usually jump into things just, and just win. Virgo usually kind of figures it out, learns it, puts it together, develops it up to the next level, and then success is there. I don't think they're understanding who you really are right off the bat, just to be fair. They're assuming things that are just... I feel like just the way they're looking at you, they don't really know you, but they think they do. It's one of those things. And you want what's coming towards you, so you're okay. You're getting control of it pretty quickly, is what I'm getting. Kind of all right, this is what I can do, this is how I'm going to do it. I feel like you're taking the reins. I feel like, again, I'm jarred. I'm just kind of I guess I have to. So I'm going to take the reins because I guess I have to if this is going to work out. You got the Empress. The Empress is very strong, but is kind of especially when in balance, takes care of others, but also takes care of themselves. And you're okay, I can do this and I want this, but we're going to have to do this a certain way. And everybody's going to be taken care of, but I have to make sure that my health and my sanity make it through this situation. So you grab onto it, you hold it together, you're pushing forward. You're kind of I don't understand what's going on with half of this. In the sense of there's a lot. There's kind of boom. It's kind of the overall situation makes sense, but the pieces and how all this fits together in its own timing, it's kind of I don't know about all that right now. But I'm going to need to. So I'm going to have to just keep moving forward. I realize there might be some bumps and bruises moving forward, but I'm going to get it together. You seem to be on point with it. I don't there's a lot here I don't understand, and it's bothering me. I feel like that's the energy I'm getting from the Virgo side. There's a lot here I don't understand, and it bothers me. Kind of I can't stabilize this if I don't understand what's going on. Fire, two of fire, and the wheel of fortune going back and forth. Have to make a lot of quick decisions, have to put things here, have to do this there. This is what's in front of me right now. I don't have the time to find out what's going on with it, so I just got to make my best decision in the moment. I don't care for that. That might make you a bit angry or cranky. I don't know how you want to look at it. I see you holding it together but not being happy for a minute here. Kind of like, I don't know what's going to happen with that. I don't have the backup to really make these decisions, yet I have to make them. You're not a fan. Not a fan. But the question is, how long does that last? People are happy with you, though. I feel like you have to keep fighting to put it more in bounds. I have to keep fighting to kind of like, no, there needs to be boundaries here, people. Listen, person, whoever I'm talking to, like the Virgo energy, whoever you're talking to, you're like, listen, boundaries. No, really, like there's a limit. Like, hold on, like slow down, like listen to me. I feel like I have to keep holding people together and kind of like, listen, too fast, slow down. And I understand that you might understand, but if I don't understand, I can't get a part of this. So you need to slow down so I can get on board with what's really going on, so I can, stabilize my peace and be that upstanding person that I need to be effective here. Aggravated. I definitely feel aggravated. You are communicating because you're like, I'm not gonna be a part of this and have it go up in a ball of flames because people aren't giving me the ability to search out what's really happening and decide for myself so that I can feel stable and secure with the decisions I'm making. So you're definitely standing up for yourself, and it's very good. You definitely need to. You seem to work, the people you're dealing with like this. They follow the communication. They believe you have it under control. That's right, Virgo. That's why we wanted you here. So you would tell us to stick it. Whatever. So you would tell us how to handle it. So you would tell us to slow down so you could help us, rationalize and stabilize and sort it out a little bit better. We want things to go better, and your energy, your stabilization will help this work out. There's a nervous energy here. There's problems. You're going to find a lot of problems here. This is another reason you might get aggravated. It's kind of like some people are just moving fast to hide things. And it's kind of like, well, we're not doing that anymore. And the longer you make them slow up, the more you're going to find these issues. And it's kind of like, we don't have to go slow forever. But until I know what's going on, then we can get back up to speed, up to full power. But I need to know what's going on. I need to know why we're doing what we're doing. Some people are hiding things, and they know they're doing things they shouldn't be. And other people they're just chomping at the bit. They can't wait for you to find it so that all of a sudden it all comes out like, this is why this is happening and that's why that's wrong, and it all gets sorted out. It's a little dramatic, feels a little dramatic, but I also see like people loving it and a lot of changes coming in that don't seem to be bothering you, but I feel like a lot of changes have to happen. Things persevere the way they're supposed to. Perseverance is here somewhere. The rainbow prince right there. Perseverance. They're going to go forward the way they need to. It's going to be fine. There's a lot of success here. And there's a lot more coming forward after this. You seem to be stabilizing, sorting things out. The energy gets really, like, amped up. I feel like I keep questioning what good does it do? Why am I saying that? Like, why am I bothered? Because I feel like I'm questioning, like, do I serve, like, somebody else's purpose, or does this work for me? Nine of Pentacles and the Magician. I'm in the middle of all this stuff, and I'm asking myself, do I really want to be here? After you sort it all out, you're doing really well, and you're like, yeah, I know people like me, but do I really want to be here? Because you bring forth the rational thought. I feel like when you're coming into this, it's fast and it's furious and it's a little bit nuts. But once you realize the dynamics of what's really going on here, I feel like you're sitting back and you're looking at this whole situation and you're like, it's painfully obvious why this doesn't work and that doesn't work, and like Did they just want somebody to yell at people? Like, what is the problem here? Like, what is the purpose? Do I really want to be here? Do I just, I feel like I'm playing policeman or something, police person or whatever you want to call it. I feel like I'm policing the situation. I feel like that's what I constantly do. And this is not what I'm enjoying. So how are you going to redirect that? Because it does seem to go more your way. At first you love it, but how do we rechannel this energy to be more your way? There's other opportunities coming later. Whatever is going on with this situation, you do have the Lover's card. It was the first card out. It's still hanging here. You do get what you want in this situation, but when you get there, you're like, is it really worth it? You don't have to stick with it. You can take what you've learned from this situation, and you can start laterally moving. I feel like there's an easy lateral move to a more peaceful position if you want it. They're saying before you get too deep into it, just make up your mind if you really want to be there. If you're getting to this part and you're like, I want to love it, but I don't love it. I'm not really thinking this is going to work out for me, but I'm seeing something else that would. Before you commit to something you really don't want, change the dynamic. Because I keep getting this Lover's card with this Five of Wands. The Five of Wands is like the fruitless wind. Kind of like, I got what I wanted, but did I really want it? You can. It's kind of like, this could be like a stopover, a layover. Like when you're flying somewhere, a layover. This doesn't have to be your final destination. And I feel like that's what they're trying to give you. Like after all this is said and done, you're very well liked. You do a lot of good things. But when you get there and you're like, I don't really know if I like this, start applying yourself to finding that lateral. I feel like it's a lateral move, which for whatever reason it might serve you. I feel like it's a lateral move where you could still be very happy but not have to deal with the craziness. You can move laterally over to what you really love. Just because you end up in a situation and people like you there doesn't mean you have to stay there, and you don't have to give up everything you've garnered. You could take it and apply it. I feel like I keep getting like a lateral move. When you get there, consider the lateral move. It might be more to your serving. You might be able to laterally move. Like, that's the thing about with lateral moves. It usually talks about like there's no really, when I think of them, I think there's just no real pay increase, no real level increase. Like if it's level 3, it's still level 3, same pay almost. So if it was business, but I'm getting the value of a lateral move is enjoying your life more, enjoying the job more. If this is something with love, okay, so if you're not really happy with somebody, it's not going to get better. They're warning you about that. You don't have to stick with some. If you're starting a relationship, because this feels like you're starting a relationship. If this is going to apply love wise, if it's going to go there, if that happens for you, and the passion's there, but ultimately you don't like how life is with this person, like the passion's there, the chemistry's there, but I don't like how life is. I don't like how daily life is. It's either hot or cold. If it's one of those, you don't have to settle for that. It's up to you. If you decide you're gonna, then you're gonna. That's your business. But if you're like, I'd rather not, just make that decision in the beginning, because it doesn't really get better. It's just kind of, just be sure you want to stick with something if you're not really happy with it. I feel like that's what they're saying with that. Because you do have success still here. And I get like the lateral move or the moving on to something better, you will find success. It's just having the courage to do it. Is that it? I think we're good. All right, I'm going to shut this down here. I hope that helps. Thank you for watching. If you'd like a direct reading from me, shoot me an email, jamesforastral@gmail.com. That's James, the number 4, astral@gmail.com. If you're interested in the donation information, that's below with the same email. Thank you again for watching, and have a great day.